As the team dispersed to carry out their tasks, Stark remained in the command center, poring over the data. The palace was a labyrinth of corridors and chambers, each with its own secrets. He knew that the traitors would be well hidden, their identities masked by layers of deceit. Hours turned into days as the investigation progressed. Stark and his team uncovered a web of intrigue and betrayal that reached deep into the heart of the Lyran court. Several high-ranking officials were implicated, their motives ranging from personal gain to ideological alignment with the Gracker. One evening, Stark received a report from Major Vasquez. "Colonel, I think I found something. There's a pattern of encrypted communications between the palace and an off-world location. It matches the time frame of the princess's abduction. I believe this could be the Gracker staging area." Stark leaned over the holographic display, examining the data. "Good work, Major. Can you trace the origin of these communications?" Vasquez nodded. "I'm working on it, but it will take some time to break through the encryption. In the meantime, I've identified a few individuals within the palace who had access to the encryption keys. We should bring them in for questioning." Stark agreed. "Let's move quickly." The next day, Stark and his team conducted a series of raids within the palace. They apprehended several suspects, including a prominent advisor to the Emperor. The interrogations were intense, each suspect subjected to rigorous questioning and lie detection techniques. It was during one of these sessions that they hit a breakthrough. The advisor, under immense pressure, finally broke down. "All right, I'll tell you what I know." It was Lord Nark. He orchestrated the whole thing. He's been working with the Gracker for years, feeding them information and planning this abduction. He's the one you want. Stark's eyes narrowed. Lord Nark was one of the Emperor's most trusted advisors, a pillar of the court. The revelation sent shockwaves through the palace. Stark wasted no time in confronting Nark, leading a team to his private quarters. When they arrived, Nark was gone. His chambers were empty, and it was clear he had fled at the first sign of trouble. Stark's frustration was palpable, but he refused to let the setback deter him. "We need to track him down. He knows where Princess Cora is being held, and we can't afford to lose him." Captain Chin spoke up. "Colonel, we should check the spaceport. If he's trying to leave the planet, that's our best bet to intercept him." Stark nodded. "Let's move. Time is of the essence." The team raced to the spaceport, coordinating with Lyran security forces to lock down all outgoing ships. After a tense search, they located Nark attempting to board a private shuttle. Stark and his team moved in, apprehending him before he could escape. Under interrogation, Nark was defiant at first, but the weight of his betrayal and the evidence against him eventually broke his resolve. He revealed the location of the planet where Princess Cora was being held, a remote and uncharted world on the fringes of Gracker-controlled space. Stark wasted no time in planning the rescue mission. With the coordinates in hand, they prepared for a daring operation to infiltrate the Gracker's stronghold and bring Cora home. The stakes were higher than ever, but Stark felt a renewed sense of determination. The pieces were falling into place, and the path to rescuing the princess was finally within reach. With the location of Princess Cora confirmed, Colonel Stark and his team began their preparations for the rescue mission. The planet where she was being held, known as Zerath 7, was a desolate and hostile world far from any established trade routes or settlements. Its harsh environment and rugged terrain made it an ideal location for the Gracker to hide their most valuable prisoners. Stark assembled his team in the USF Resolute's War Room, a space dominated by holographic maps and tactical displays. The atmosphere was tense but focused, as each member of the task force knew the critical importance of the mission. "Listen up," Stark began, his voice steady and authoritative. "Zerath 7 is no walk in the park. The Gracker have chosen this location for a reason. We're expecting heavy resistance and a challenging environment. Our primary objective is to locate and extract Princess Cora. We move fast, we move smart, and we get her out alive." Major Vasquez, who had been analyzing satellite imagery and intelligence reports, spoke up. "We've identified several potential sites where Cora could be held. The most likely location is a fortified compound near the planet's equator. It's heavily guarded, and there are multiple defense systems in place. We'll need to disable those systems to get in and out safely. Captain Chin added, "We'll divide into 2 teams. Alpha Team, led by me, will handle the infiltration and disable the defenses. Bravo Team, led by the Colonel, will secure the princess and cover our extraction. Timing and coordination will be crucial." As final preparations were made, Stark took a moment to address his team personally. "I know this mission won't be easy, but I have full confidence in each and every one of you. We've trained for this, and we have the skills and determination to succeed. Let's bring Princess Cora home." The Resolute entered orbit around Zerath 7 under the cover of darkness, its advanced stealth systems keeping it undetected by Gracker sensors. The insertion team deployed in drop pods, streaking through the planet's atmosphere like meteors. The pods landed with precision near the compound, and the teams quickly disembarked, their movements swift and silent. Alpha Team moved ahead, using advanced cloaking technology to evade detection. They approached the compound's perimeter, where a network of energy barriers and automated turrets posed a significant threat. Vasquez worked quickly to hack into the security systems while Chin and his soldiers provided cover. Turrets deactivated, Vasquez reported, her fingers flying over the controls. "Energy barriers are down. We're clear to move in." Bravo Team, led by Stark, followed closely behind. They breached the compound's outer defenses and engaged in a series of close-quarters battles with Gracker guards. The enemy was well-trained and heavily armed, but Stark's team fought with precision and determination, cutting through the opposition with ruthless efficiency. As they advanced deeper into the compound, Stark's focus sharpened. They reached the detention area, a fortified section designed to hold high-value prisoners. The guards here were even more formidable, and the fighting grew fiercer. Stark's heart pounded as he led his team through the narrow corridors, each step bringing them closer to their objective. Finally, they reached the central holding cell. Stark's pulse quickened as he saw the familiar figure of Princess Cora, bound and guarded by a contingent of Gracker soldiers. With a final burst of effort, Bravo Team overwhelmed the guards, securing the area. Stark approached Cora, his expression softening as he saw the relief in her eyes. "Princess Cora, we're here to get you out of here. Are you all right?" Cora nodded, her voice steady despite the ordeal. "I'm fine, Colonel." As Stark freed her from her restraints, the alarm systems in the compound blared to life. Reinforcements were on their way, and they had limited time to make their escape. "We need to move now," Stark ordered, leading Cora and the team back through the compound. The extraction was a race against time. Alpha Team had already secured the extraction point, and the Resolute's drop pods were ready for a quick getaway. The team fought off waves of Gracker soldiers, their resolve unshaken by the mounting danger. As they reached the extraction point, Stark helped Cora into one of the drop pods. "Hang on tight, Princess. We're not out of the woods yet." The pods launched, rocketing back towards the Resolute. The journey was turbulent, but Stark's focus remained on the mission. As they docked with the starship and made the jump to hyperspace, a sense of relief washed over him. They had done it. Princess Cora was safe. Back on the Resolute, Cora was given medical attention and a chance to rest. Stark took a moment to debrief his team, acknowledging their bravery and skill. "You all did an outstanding job. This mission was a success because of your dedication and teamwork. Let's get Cora back to Lyra." As the ship sped towards the Lyran homeworld, Stark allowed himself a rare moment of reflection. The mission had been perilous, but their success was a testament to the strength of their alliance and the resilience of their spirit. They had struck a blow against the Gracker and restored hope to a people in desperate need. The journey back to Lyra was fraught with tension as the Resolute navigated through potentially hostile space. The Gracker, aware of the rescue operation, had dispatched patrol ships in an attempt to intercept the human vessel. Colonel Stark knew that their mission was not over until Princess Cora was safely back on Lyran soil. In the ship's infirmary, Cora was recovering from her ordeal. Despite her physical exhaustion, her spirit remained unbroken. Stark visited her, a sense of relief and admiration in his eyes. "How are you holding up, Princess?" Cora managed a faint smile. "I've been better, but I'll survive." "Thank you, Colonel. I owe you my life." Stark shook his head. "You don't owe me anything, Princess. We're allies, and we protect our own. Just rest and gain your strength. We'll be home soon."
Like and subscribe.